Hello, good day everyone, and welcome back to my blog. And this is Operator 214 speaking right now, your host. And right now, our blog is about me discussing on the equipment, or well, actually not the equipment, but the how I dress for work as a sailor, of course. So I'm gonna go also explanations on what gear I use, etc., something like that. So um, yeah. So let's start now on our discussions about what equipment I use on my actual work. So let's continue. So this is me. This is how I dress on my actual work. So you're seeing right now, this is the standard thing that we call coveralls. It's a standard personal protective equipment, or which we call PPE on the job. Normally, this is of course one of the standard equipments that is issued by the company for sailors to wear and dressed up while on work. So anyway, let's go. Oh yeah, one more thing that I would like to add is that this PPE is basically made out of thick clothing, so to protect me from work, from dust and something like that. So anyway, let's proceed. So there am I am now wearing my coveralls. You wear it like you put on your legs first, and then second will be on your arms, both left and right. There's also a zipper in the middle, so to seal myself, to seal the clothes that I have. Honestly, I kind of find it funny that my coveralls is color blue. It feels more like a vault suit from Fallout video game franchise. I mean, yeah. No, nothing. It's just it's just a coincidence that it was color blue. So anyway, let's continue. So there we go. I tie up my legs first because the coveralls are quite large for my size. And you can see over here, this is my knee-high socks. Now you would ask and wonder why wear a knee-high socks. Why not wear the usual low knee socks? Well, first off, the main reason why I wear this one is for protection, and second is that I needed my knee pads. I wear knee pads to keep it in place. So having a long knee-high socks kind of more like fixes the position of my knee pads. So there, I am using this one. Oh, by the way, that high knee socks are kind of cheap. You can also get it on anime stores or something like that. Yeah, it's just about 120 pesos, so it's not that expensive. I mean, when I bought it online. So most of the stuff that I use on work is basically the stuff that I bought online. So I am gonna put my socks. Yeah. There we go. So I do apologize if the footage is kind of like rolling left to right, because my ship right now is kind of like transversing on water, so we have a really rolling rolling area. My ship is kind of rolling. So there we go. This is the knee pads that I used on work. It's not exactly typically issued on the company. Actually, my company is kind of stingy when it comes to this kind of equipment. So they don't issue this, so I brought this along for the trip on my contract. This is basically, well, if you're asking what kind of knee pads it is, this is actually volleyball knee pads. You can usually find this one on sports stores, and you can also try airsoft knee pads as long as you put it under your coverall. So this is how I wear it. So that's my knee pads. I usually wear one knee pad because during work I usually kneel on something, so I need to protect my knees from contacting on the floor. Sometimes the temperature on the ship's deck could be as high as enough to burn my skin. I mean, during summertime, of course. So I needed a knee pads to protect my knees. Now you're asking what type of equipment is this? This is basically the balaclava. It's basically a type of face gear used to protect your face or cover my face. And on my case, I use it to protect my face from, you know, paint, droplets of paint when I'm painting, or in some cases if I'm doing regular maintenance, I use it to protect my I kind of use it as more like to, protect my face and cover my, my nose and my mouth from the metal dust that usually flies off on the air, especially when I'm doing maintenance. So it serves as more like a dual purpose. And at the same time, if it's a cold weather environment, it kind of, think about it as more like an insulation for my head. So yeah, that's the main purpose of balaclava. So yeah, let's continue. So there, I'm gonna wear my balaclava first. That's the headgear. And also, video wise, that's used also to protect my identity, so you won't see my face on the on this VTubing video. So there we go. I've already fitted my usual gear. So this is the standard PPE. We also have boots or working shoes. This one is the one that was issued on my company. It has also reinforced steel on the toes just to protect it. So nothing much. It's a standard a standard thing that is issued by the company as part of the PPE. So there we go. I am going to wear that, so it might take a while. Okay. Okay, so yeah, let's just wait it out for a while. Okay, nice. So the one that I am wearing here is the standard PPE commonly used when working on ship, especially on maintenance department. So we got boots, coveralls, a balaclava, and of course for safety reasons we also wear a standard helmet. So if you're looking on my helmet, you can see that my helmet has ear defenders and also a goggles to protect my eyes and ears from all that sound or noise that is coming from the from working on deck, and also goggles as a part to protect my eyes when we're dealing with chemicals and such. Anyway, it's all standard issue PPE, personal protective equipment, and this is given by the company to sailors, of course. Okay, so I'm just gonna fasten it on my head. Okay, there we go. This is another piece of equipment that I use. Basically, this is well, we call it spectacles. Well, goggles is mostly an enclosed type. This is more like similar to the eyeglasses. Normally, I use a transparent type of spectacles to protect my eyes. But since on this video I use a dark type or darkened or tinted type of spectacles because I don't want my eyes to be seen on the video. But I also use this at work, especially if we're working on a very bright environment or if it's already say summertime, because there's excessive sunlight sometimes that could really blind me from all that light. So I had to use a tinted type of spectacles. Oh, by the way, the brand of this is Uvex. Uvex is a well-known brand dealing with safety, safety equipment. So yeah, see, that's Uvex. There we go. So I'm just gonna put it on my eyes. There we go. Da 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 da. Okay, that might take a while to wear because it's not easy wearing a spectacles and a helmet. So you can see right now, this is the standard PPE. I have my goggles, my balaclava, and my what do you call this? What do you call this? My shades or spectacles is what they call it in this industry. So there we go. Okay, what you're seeing now, this is basically my work belt. Unfortunately, the company does not issue this kinds of equipment, so I have to, well, buy it online and bring it along for my work. So you can see it has a lot of pouches attached in it. The first one is this, which is basically just water. It's basically a military canteen water. Oh, give me a moment. I'm just gonna put on. There we go. So this is basically the military canteen. This is the military. Well, not exactly military. It's a pouch bag. If it's very similar to a pouch, I just put in some tools there. On this one, on this corner, it's basically my watch, a digital watch. I use a digital watch, by the way, to tell time accurately, rather than a manual clock. You know, the manual's watch that has dials. So that is my belt rig, which is very useful, to be honest, when I use it on my work. So there we go. That is how I look wearing a belt rig. And this is the water pouch. You can see this is the radio pouch, which I put a radio most of the time. That's where I put my radio when I'm working. But of course, it's only I only put the radio here when when we're under operations. But right now it's just only normal maintenance work, so no radio equipment is necessary to put it on my bag. And this is of course my pouch, which houses a few tools that I have. So there. So okay, so let's continue on what we're watching here. So I'm just gonna go round up. And this is basically my leg rig, which houses most of my tools. We have the cardboard box cutter, 2 screwdrivers, one small adjustable wrench. On these 2 small pouches here, one here is basically has the pliers tool, and the other is a Swiss Army knife, although it's a cheap version, not exactly an original Swiss Army knife, but more like a Chinese made type Swiss Army knife. So yeah, well, it's more cheaper, so I needed that. So I just put it in and strap it in on my leg. So that is my leg rig that houses most of the tools that I use for work. There we go. Yeah, so there we go. My this is how I look while working on deck. So yeah, okay, so I have a helmet on, I have a balaclava, a dark shades, a belt rig, and a leg rig, so you can see that. And also one last thing, I will have to get on my well, it's actually called engineer's gloves or impact gloves. But the main purpose of that is basically just to absorb all the vibrations, unnecessary vibrations when I'm using a tools. So it's more like it's reinforced with rubber on its outer part. So yeah, that is the impact gloves. So overall, this is how I look and dressed on my work for maintenance. So yeah, kind of pretty neat, right? So there. Behold, that is my outfit and how I look when working on deck. So yeah, I'm just gonna spin one more time just to look it further. So just to remind you, by the way, for those who are watching this, most of the equipment here is not issued, or some of it well, it's not exactly PPE. It's more like the equipment that I used on work that I brought along. It was never issued by my company. The company only issues the standard PPE, which is my coveralls, the gloves, the helmet, and the shoes. Nothing more than that. So I have to bring along just to see, I have to bring along the equipment that was necessary, needed for my work. To simply put, let's just say that the company that I'm working with are, they're not exactly keen on buying some extra equipment for the crew. So on my case, I have to bring along some of the equipment that is necessary, that I use for my work. So most of the equipment here is not exactly sponsored by the company or issued by the company. But anyway, that's okay. I have no issues with that. So there we go. And that is how I look. So I'm just gonna go for one more time. This is how I look on work. So I am totally covered with my coveralls and my uniform. See? So basically, this uniform that you're looking at is not exactly a standard issue uniform used by typically by sailors. So there we go, and I guess that's all for now that I have to show. Also, one more thing that I would just like to tell everyone: if you kind of like my videos and you know what I am. Well, it's more like asking a small favor, to be honest. So I'll be direct. If you kind of like my videos, just click on the like and subscribe button. So it's just only a small favor, but it's a really big deal for me to help me on my stats on my YouTube algorithm. So again, this is Operator 214. Have a great day, everyone, and see you again on my next vlog journal video session. So bye bye for now. Bye bye.